Hello everybody, back here for my next little segment of my old table refinishing. And this here is my sewing machine treadle base, whatever you want to call it, that's going underneath that table. It's what was there to begin with, and I've decided the fact I'm going to go ahead and leave it. It's actually high enough to work for what we're using, for the chairs we're using at the moment. I also am not certain I'm going to keep it because I don't know how steady it's going to be in that, because I didn't bother to check it before I tore it apart. So I wasn't really very smart on that process. But what I'd done is I went ahead and I cleaned it up, blew it off, hosed it off, and that good. And then I hit it with a wire wheel on my DeWalt drill, just kind of knocked a bunch of the loose stuff off there, and came back at it today with just some cheap flat black paint. Nothing special, just kind of hit it in spots. I decided I didn't really want it to look new because that would kind of, I guess, lose the theory of what it was. And also I decided if I was going to do a lot of work on it, I needed to go ahead and actually have it sandblasted and have it all painted up from start, because there's no way these holes and stuff in here are just way too small in that. They're just way too tight to really have any use of getting in there with any type of sanding type device. So it's one of those things that you just was going to be way more work than it's going to be worth by hand, and I think it probably cost about 65, 70 bucks to have this sandblasted. And then also, once I have it sandblasted, I'd probably have it powder coated, because it'd be a lot easier to get in all those little fine little details and stuff, or at least take it off and have it sprayed with an auto spray gun, so I can get a lot better finish on it, which again would probably cost me another $50 to $75 to have done. So now I'm looking at 100 to 155 bucks, you know, in the ballpark range, just to put a base underneath that table, and I don't think it's worth it. So I figure no more you see the base of the table, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it like it is. And then I'm actually giving this table to my mom, so if she wants it done, I'll send it off. I'll have it, you know, sandblasted and have it powder coated, all that good stuff. But like I said, once you push your chairs in, you're never going to notice it's down there. So one of the things that did cross my mind, that'd be really cool, because the treadle actually does still work. You can see here it's going. It's obviously noisy and all that stuff. The guy would need to oil it up and get it working better. But there was a belt that ran in here that ran up to the sewing machine. It made the sewing machine work. And I thought it'd actually be kind of a cool thing if a guy was to hook up, like maybe like say a Lazy Susan on the top of the table, drill a few holes in it, so you actually mount the Lazy Susan. So as you pump your foot, you make this spin around, which then would run the belt, which would then turn the Lazy Susan with your food on it. So something that's kind of interesting. I also thought it'd be really neat if this ever became like an outdoor patio table. You could run it up, make like a ceiling fan hooked into a pulley system. So as you pump your foot, you make a fan go, create a little airflow, just something kind of a little steampunky looking, but something kind of unique. So don't know if I'll ever get around to doing something like that, but it definitely was an idea that popped in my head, and it might be more work than it's worth. So anyway, that's what I have right there. Once I get it screwed together and get the tabletop on it stuff, I'll go ahead and show you the final results. Thanks for watching, and have yourself a safe and wonderful day.